he happily confessed and recounted his crimes, nonchalantly admitting to murdering 30 or 40 victims. Welcome to the True Crime Never Sleeps podcast. I'm your host, Larry Lease. Today we're continuing our series, Shit Out of Luck, and diving into the Vampire of Hanover. First, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Poddex, for sponsoring this episode. What is Poddex, you ask? That is a great question. Poddex are the hottest new tool for podcasters looking to have more meaningful conversations or to gamify their podcast. Simply shuffle up, ask a question, and let the content roll. Get yours today at poddex.com and use the promo code Larry21 for 10% off your order. If you stay till the end, you'll be able to see Poddex in action. And before we dive into our main topic, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment in the comment section below on today's topic. When you hear the word vampire, there are many different things that could come to mind. You might possibly picture the tall, pale man in the cloak, with blood dripping from his fangs, or maybe the Edward Cullen type of guy from Twilight is more your style. What you probably wouldn't consider is a quiet kid who grew into a military man and police informant before he turned into a serial killer. But that is exactly what happened to Friedrich Fritz Haarmann, aka the Vampire of Hanover. Haarmann was born October 25th, 1879. He was reportedly rather quiet and exhibited some feminine tendencies early in his life, like playing with his sister's dolls. Despite troubles in school and a strained family life, Haarmann attempted to serve in the military twice, but was discharged both times due to medical reasons. His criminal history also dates back to his early life, ranging from theft and burglary to sexual crimes against children, which got him locked up in a mental institution. Though there was definitely something off about him, he still managed to become a police informant, which aided him when he took his crimes to the next level, beginning in 1918. According to All That's Interesting, in September of that year, a 17-year-old boy disappeared, and he had reportedly been seen with Fritz Haarmann. By this time, Haarmann had a reputation in regard to his homosexual preferences, as well as his attraction to younger men. The police investigated, but since Fritz was an informant, it's possible their work was, what would you say, less than diligent? They finally arrested him, but for another crime, unrelated to this disappearance. The short stint in jail that he served did nothing to curb his urges, because between 1920 and 1924, he went on a killing spree. His victims mostly being young male runaways or sex workers. His style of murder was particularly gruesome, including biting holes through their throats and windpipes, then assaulting their corpses. To dispose of them, he chose dismemberment in hopes his victims would never be found. Haarmann's reign of terror came to an end in 1924 when his police colleagues were finally forced to do something due to a child's skull being discovered in a Lane River. When they dragged the river bottom, they found the bodies of 22 young men and children. Suspicion immediately fell on Haarmann due to his not-so-secret inclinations. When he was arrested and questioned by the Berlin police, he happily confessed and recounted his crimes, nonchalantly admitting to murdering 30 or 40 victims. He later upped that number to 50 or 70. Haarmann was tried and convicted of murdering 24 of 27 of the identifiable victims, and was sentenced to death for his crimes. He was executed by guillotine on April 15th, 1925. Now on to our favorite segment, the Poddex segment. Today's question is Casey Anthony innocent or guilty? What really happened? That's tough. But without a doubt, she's guilty. She killed her kid. What really happened? She killed her. And then tried to hide the evidence. And then just got a good enough lawyer to get away with it. But hey, I want to know what you think. What do you think happened? Let us know in the comments section below.